أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum, welcome back again today. Today I'm going to make Toro style steaks. So that's the Toro special they do. So here I've got a piece of a beef, which is what piece is it? A beef roast joint. I'm now going to cut it into steaks. When you cut it into steaks, make sure you go against the grain. If you want to cut it that way, then your meat will be very chewy. But if you cut it against the grain, and then it won't, it won't be very chewy, and it will absorb all the flavors. So I'm gonna cut it not too thick, about this much, about half inch or less than about half inch, and then we're going to hammer it. You see in Toros, what they did is from what I could see, is they did hammer it, because you could see the meat was like sort of shreddy, you see. So I'm going to hammer it. Okay, so as you can see, I've cut it into steaks, and now I'm going to hammer it, you see. I mean, Toros, they only give us they only give you 8 ounces, which is about 200 grams, and each of these pieces is about 200 grams. So you see, they give you very less. If you make it at home, and if you get the recipe right, it's much cheaper. This 1 kg was about £6, you see. This is what you want to do. With this, it will help to get cooked easily, and it won't be chewy. Okay, so for comparison, you see, this one is hammered, you see, and that one isn't. So that's what you want to do. That's what you want to turn it into. Okay, so just to give you an idea of the weight, so that's 76 grams. Just try to, they're almost the same. 72, 75. Let's see that in ounces. Okay, so in ounces, 3 of these steaks is 8 ounces. That's what the Taro gives you for $16.99 or $17.99, something like that. These 3 pieces, you see. Okay, so now I'm going to marinate the steaks. So I'm going to be using some oil. So I've got here olive oil, I've got vinegar, I've got salt, and I've got pepper. So because it's a kg of steak, so I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of black pepper. That's 3 full spoons. Okay, so that was a teaspoon, a tablespoon. I get confused between them two. Another teaspoon of salt. I just add a little bit extra on there. A teaspoon and a little bit. A dab of vinegar and olive oil, about that much. And I'm going to give it a good mix. Okay, this is garlic granules or powder. I'm going to add some of that. And this is a Tamarid sauce, which is imli sauce. I'm going to be adding this as well, so this will give it a nice flavor, and will sort of darken the meat a bit, just slightly, about, I would say, a teaspoon would do. Okay, so I just added more Tamarid sauce, so that's about 2 tablespoons. Yeah, we let that marinate for now. Okay, so what we forgot to put in is the soy sauce, which is important. This is a tablespoon, so I'm gonna do about half because this is dark, and see if we need any more. Okay, this is quite dark, so you see, you don't want to put too much. Okay, so here we have the steak cut chips. That's the one they use in Taros. So you're gonna use the air fryer because the cooker is very busy today. No room for this, so we're gonna air fry the chips. Okay, so we are making the sauce, the dark brown color sauce that they use for the beef steaks. We'll do the recipe in the description. So basically, we have butter, we have soy sauce, we have black pepper, and plain flour. Okay, so this is a chicken stock. Okay, here we are preparing the pasta. So there's quite a few dishes, together to make this beef steaks. So you have three dishes basically. So you have the pasta, you have the steaks, and you have the chips. Okay, so let's boil the pasta first. Okay, so here I have a cast iron pan that I'm gonna grill the steaks. Okay, so let's start with the steaks. Bismillah. We'll do 3 steaks at a time. Okay, just flick the steak on the other side. The pasta. Okay, so let's start making the sauce. Here the plain flour with a good mix. It needs to be well mixed. You can see there's some chunks there. So while it's cooking, it needs to be mixed. It melts when we put it on the gas. Okay, so now gonna add the soy sauce. Little first, so I get the color. A bit more. Yeah, I think that's enough for now. If you need it any more, you can always add some later. Okay, so we got the first lot. This one is without the sauce. This one is with sauce. What I didn't find is the cast iron sizzling plates. I didn't find that. I looked everywhere, but I have to buy them online, so I couldn't get it for today. Okay, so that's the second lot, and there's one more to go. I just tasted the meat, and it tastes really good. The sauce we made, I would say it's better than the one in Taros. This one tastes better, the one we made it, I think. Okay, so that's your Taro style steaks, pasta, and chips. So let's try and test it. Okay, let's try the steak. Bismillah. As you can see, it's cooked. Cooked really through. Bismillah. Mashallah, that's really good. I'm very pleased with this cooking. It come out really good. The sauce is really, really nice. So it's worth all this effort. You should try this Toro style steak yourself. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.